Now I want to show you the results from the Republican gubernatorial race tonight. Let's bring this up. Mark Robinson comfortably picking up the GOP nomination. So that means in November, voters will choose between Josh Stein and Mark Robinson for governor.
Dan Haggerty and our Capitol Bureau Chief, Laura Leslie, will joining us now to break down that race and what it means heading into November, guys.
Well, we can start looking that way now, can't we?
Right. It looks a lot like the presidential race, doesn't it? Right. I mean, you've got sort of a maverick Republican against a sort of establishment, longtime politician, Democrat, Josh Stein. So, you know, it's kind of a mirror.
And we are going to get some of those comments from these candidates as they, too, are looking forward to the general election now. WRAL's Aaron Thomas is live. He was out tonight covering the campaign in Greensboro at the Corey Center for GOP nominee Mark Robinson, and where they were holding their festivities tonight. Aaron.
That's correct, Dan. In fact, this watch party here at the Corey Convention Center just wrapped up within the past hour or so. This is a historic night for the state of North Carolina, with Mark Robinson becoming the first black person to be nominated for the position of governor here. Now, let's take you to some of the action inside. We caught the moments that Mark Robinson was gathered around many of his supporters. He was shaking hands as well as signing hats. His speech tonight lasted about 10 minutes, most of it focused on thanking his supporters to getting to this point of clinching this GOP nomination. He talked about the issues that mattered most to North Carolinians right now, and he ended that speech by telling the crowd, quote, "Let's win in November and make this state red." Opponents of Robinson expressed concern, many of them painting him as an extremist when it comes to LGBTQ+ rights, reproductive rights, and what's taught in public schools. The current lieutenant governor addressed these attacks, stating that he's shifting his approach as the November general election approaches.
Right in this general election, we're not going to allow these folks to drag this campaign into the mud. Those who want to go into the mud, feel free. Where we're going is we're going towards the substantive issues that all North Carolinians face. The things that will make North Carolina great, that will take her to her next level of success. What are those things? Those are those important things: education and our economy.
And you heard it there, education and the economy. He says these are two things that North Carolinians care about most and that he wants to focus on. Fitting location that we're in Greensboro, with this being Mark Robinson's hometown. And also during that speech, he took a few jabs at his Democratic challenger, Josh Stein. Let's send things over to Eric Miller, who's covering things on Josh Stein's side. Eric?
Well, Aaron, looking behind me this evening, you can see this campaign watch event very much wrapping up. And after a commanding victory, this campaign certainly heating up for Josh Stein. You take a look at this video right here. You can see Stein addressing a packed crowd here earlier this evening. Very much an enthusiastic crowd here. Stein wasted no time in going after Mark Robinson, calling Robinson's agenda, quote, disturbing, and saying that Robinson promotes conspiracy theories and wants a total ban on abortion, among other things. Stein claiming these, quote, culture war issues could have a real cost for the state. Just take a listen to what he had to say.
You better believe that Robinson's extreme views would scare away business and good-paying jobs. We've been down this road before here. HB2, the bathroom bill, and it is a dead end. It cost us billions of dollars in economic activity. Instead of waging job-killing culture wars, let's grow the economy.
Now, Stein pledged raises for teachers and to continue tackling violent crime, the opioid crisis, and to recruit quality law enforcement. In particular, Stein pledged to defend abortion rights, saying if he's elected governor, he will veto any bill that came across his desk restricting abortion rights. Now, if Stein is elected in November, he would make some history himself. He would become North Carolina's first Jewish governor. I'll send it back to you.
All right. Eric, thank you so much.